Thanks for joining me. I was driving home from work yesterday. It was Saturday yesterday. I don't normally work Saturdays, but I had a little job on that I had to do. So anyway, I was driving home from work yesterday, and a friend rang me and he said, "Oh, I've just been past your house and your van wasn't there. Are you out and about?" I said, "Oh yeah, I've just been working." And he says, "I've got a coffee table that the wife's getting rid of. If you want it, an old pine coffee table." He says she's throwing it away, so if you want it, you can have it. It's a bit knackered and a bit damaged, and there's obviously a bit of wood falling off it, but you can have it if you want it. So I says yeah. So I went and picked it up yesterday, and this is it. It was probably quite a decent coffee table when it was new. He's actually had to go. Said he's had to go at sanding it down, and he got that far, then got fed up. I thought I'll just go buy a new one, which is what people do today. And also this piece here has fallen off it. I'm assuming that's off the bottom somewhere, but I'm going to investigate a little bit further. The drawers are not sitting right, they're pushing right in and they shouldn't do. But generally it's in pretty good nick. So I'm going to breathe a bit of life back into it, and then the wife might want it, or if it's any good I might just sell it. So what I'm doing here is trying to find out where this little piece of wood came from. It took me a few minutes, but I eventually worked it out. There's a little bit of wood on the end of the stick, and I thought, well, that must have come off somewhere. There it is, look. And there's a little piece there where I've put my hand where it's missing from. So I knew where it was going. So I went and got some glue and 3 clamps. Fixed it in place and got the clamps on it. That bar there is to stop the drawers going back too far. That's why the drawers had gone back too far when I originally started messing them out with them. So now there's a pretty mammoth sanding job coming up. These flat surfaces were quite easy, but the round parts on the bottom of the legs there proved a little bit more challenging. I had to change my tack on these a couple of times. The flat bits are quite easy to do, but these round legs are proving a bit of a pain. I can't get my sander on them, so I've got some of these old sanding belts. I don't know why. I always keep my old belts, so I'm going to try something a little bit different. Close up on that. The way, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this down there, just make a few thinner pieces for getting in these little grooves. I'm just following these grooves on the floor. So the idea is if I make a few different widths, see how they go. That works. Just 3 more to do. Sanding the bottom of these legs took me quite a long time really. This was the most boring process of the job, but I thought, well, I'll do these first, and then I've got the top to look forward to, because that'll be easy. So I've started the top here. I'm just starting with the edges, and there's a little groove there where the chamfer just goes up onto the tabletop that I couldn't get into. So I'll just show you what I did here. Sanded this off best I could, trying not to press too hard because I didn't want to flatten any of that round edging off. And then I took my Stanley knife and just run it down the groove, and this got right in the corner and took out a load of crap that were in there that I couldn't get out with a sander. So I've started on the top now. I'm using 60 grit sandpaper for the first run over. There's years of grounding dirt on there, and probably the lacquer that were on it to start with when it were new. But it's been used as a coffee table for God knows how long, and all sorts spilt on it. So there, that first pad was a 60 grit, and I'm just changing that to a 240 for the final finish. This smooths it off quite nicely actually. Right, the last bit of sanding's on the draw fronts. Again, I'm using 60 grit to start with. I'm just going down the sides and the runners just to get anything off there that might stop the draws sliding in and out. Then I've gone to 240. Just look at the difference that made. That took 2 minutes to sand that off. Right, just putting the handles back on, and then we're there.
as I placed that drawer in, it wasn't going far enough back, and I'm wondering why. And then it occurred to me, as I looked inside, I still had the clamps on from clamping that piece of wood, because it's only been clamped a couple of hours and it's not dry yet. I want to leave them on till morning. So the side one I can move out of the way, but the middle one I have to take off. And there, it fits just nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Is your tyre flat again?
Come here.
Baby.
Come here, what do you think of this? Wife's just cut back from the shops.
Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, looks like a new table, doesn't it?
Are you happy? Well, tell me then.
Eh?
Tell me then you're happy.
Tell the what?
Tell me that you're happy.
I'm happy.
Happy wife, happy life. Just going to finish it off with some of this liquid beeswax, medium oak.
My first tin of beeswax run out, so this is my second tin. So I'm just going to get this on, leave it to dry for an hour, half an hour. Now I'm polishing it off after I've had a cup of tea. It's dropped a bit colder now, so I've put my shirt on. And this is the before and after shot. Tired old coffee table to nice, fresh, new looking thing. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. I'd love you to subscribe and watch along with me. I do all sorts of these videos. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all again sometime. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.